Hey there, crafter with a full time job. If you are looking for a way to make extra 10K in your sleep from SVG cut files in the next 12 months, I'm here to help. Sign up for my free masterclass below and get my secrets for a 6-figure SVG business. Hello, everyone. Jav here from Cut and Make Crafts and SVG Superstar. And today we are going to have so much fun because today one of my latest clients will be joining us for an interview session. And there she is. Hi,
Hey.
Susan.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, yes, guys, Susan is here, and today I will be talking to Susan about her experience as an SVG designer and uh, how she got started and everything. Susan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. So, first of all, introduce yourself. What do you do?
I'm Susan, and I'm actually a voiceover artist by trade, and so I'm a full-time freelancer. That's what I do for my job.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah,
I've never worked with a client who is a voice or artist. That is really cool.
it's a
Something
lot
I
of
got to
fun.
know about you. Yeah, I can totally imagine like it's gonna be like such a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So, how did you get started with the designing? Like, how did you get to know about SVGs and what intrigued you and everything?
So I've always been artistic and creative, but being a mom and with my job and everything, I just hadn't had time to work on art. So I kind of wanted to do something. I've always been interested in graphic arts and started playing around with designing SVGs, I don't know, a couple years ago. And I wasn't real good at it. It took me a while to figure out the software and that sort of thing. So, but this summer I had some time and just wanted to really kind of dive deeper into that.
Mhm. Yeah, with all the COVID and everything.
Right. And I also actually had I had a pretty bad fall and shattered my elbow. So for about a month or so, I couldn't do a whole lot of work. I couldn't do much of anything really except sit on the couch. I
Mhm.
had
Yeah.
surgery and some other stuff. So that's when I really decided I needed something that could also make some passive income when, you know, when crazy things like that happen.
Yeah, yeah, I can totally imagine like something that would just work in the background and generate income on autopilot, right?
Right. Right.
Cool, cool. So you mentioned that you are also a mom. So do you have how many kids do you have and what is it like working with them?
Um, Only had one left at home, and she actually just went off to college. So
Oh, wow.
I'm at that stage now where they're completely self-sufficient. For a while, it was, you know, as every mom knows, it's kind of hard to balance taking care of the kids, doing your job, and all
True.
that sort of stuff. So I was actually in a really good position now to kind of start a new venture and do a little something for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Like you have a lot of time free time on your hands to actually get into this new world of SVG designing. So, why did you decide to enroll in SVG Superstar?
So I'd seen your program a few times before, and it had always intrigued me. And I just kind of felt like I had the time and I had the ability to do so, and it was just, I don't know, the timing was really good. And I know that I needed to invest in a program that would hold me accountable and also motivate me. And I wanted to learn from a very successful, awesome SVG designer. So there you were.
Thank you. So you said that you mentioned that you were designing SVGs before
Hmm.
enrolling in the program. So how was your experience before enrolling in the program and after enrolling in the program? What was the difference?
So for me, like I didn't even know what I didn't know, if that makes sense. I was trying to kind of reinvent the wheel from scratch and making every mistake along the way. And I didn't know the softwares, and it was really hard kind of trying to do all that stuff on my own, versus the program gave me a process to follow, guidelines, and um, sort of what works and is successful and what isn't, so that I wasn't making those costly mistakes. So
Mhm,
for me, it was kind of a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't I, do the program?
mhm, that makes sense. So can you tell me a little bit about how much time were you spending on designing before you enrolled in the program and after you enrolled in the program?
Sure. So my first few attempts at designing were basically through like Cricut's design space,
Mhm,
which is great, except you couldn't export those designs as an SVG to sell elsewhere. So it was mainly just for, home projects, or little stuff for people, friends and family and whatnot.
mhm.
Um, so then I kind of learned about Inkscape, and but I got really frustrated with that program because it wasn't super intuitive, and I didn't know what I was doing with it. So it just got to the point where, you can follow YouTube tutorials and all that kind of stuff all day long, but um, it just was so much easier as soon as I started working with your program. That, I mean, it was a step by step. You had videos showing exactly how to do everything, and it sort of cleared up all the mystery for me.
Mhm. Yeah, I can totally see that. Like, you have made so much progress in just little time. I'm like so amazed by your talent and all the hard work that you're putting in. Like, your designs are just so beautiful, and you just joined the course. So, congrats, and what a wonderful job you're doing.
Thank you.
So, so do you think it's better to do this through a program or doing it on your own? Which one is better?
Absolutely, through the program. Like I said before, on my own, it would take me, I don't know, days to do just something really, really simple.
Mhm.
Um, and, then I would try and upload it, and I would still have little, nodes sticking out somewhere. Things would be jaggedy or kind of, and I didn't know how to fix that.
Mhm.
Um, and the program showed me how to make the designs more professional looking, stuff that people would actually want to buy.
Mhm.
Um, and also on the back end, like what to say to put in my listings that would get people to buy, what keywords and tags, and those were things that I had no clue about before.
So
So
you're getting the business side as well as the design side.
absolutely, absolutely.
Cool, cool. That's one of the most important things, like because the designing and the selling are two different things, and you need to merge them together to actually be able to set up a successful business.
Right. Absolutely.
So, what's your how, if you can share your experience like in detail about the program, like what's your favorite part about this program?
Um, my favorite part actually is, um, once I did all of the modules and everything, then actually getting online and sharing my designs with our group and getting constructive feedback. And, there'll be times where I'll look at a design and I'm so like stuck on it, and I know it's not quite working, but I can upload it to the group, and people will immediately give feedback and see things that I haven't been able to see. And that's my favorite part, because it's like being able to, it's like having a focus group, I guess you would, if you're,
Mm-hmm.
on the business side, um, who can help make your design even more professional and more, um, something that people would want to buy.
Like
Um,
really the best.
right. So, I guess the camaraderie and the accountability even of having our group was kind of a major plus for me. And honestly, I mean, I've done programs in other businesses and industries before, and I have to say, and thank you for this, you're one of the most available instructors and mentors. And I love that because, like, if I have a question, I mean, you'll get back to us like right away, which is
Oh, thank you.
amazing.
That's really good to hear. I'm so happy. So, so let's talk about your sales now. So how long did it take you to get your first sale?
Okay. So I actually purchased the program in the beginning of September,
Mhm.
and I kind of started slowly going through it, and then I let other things sort of get in the way. But then I joined the SVG challenge, the 3-month challenge, and that's sort of what kicked it into gear for me.
Mhm.
Um, all of a sudden, I had deadlines, which I needed. um, and so I really started designing my newest designs beginning of October. I
Mhm.
put my first design up October 14th in my Etsy shop, and I made my first sale on the 16th, 2 days later.
Wow, that is amazing.
That was
And
pretty
that's
awesome.
just like, and today's November 14th on my side.
Yep.
So that's like just 1 month ago.
Right.
And within this month, how many sales have you had?
So I actually got 3 more sales this weekend. So I'm up to 17 sales in just the last month, which has already eclipsed the sales that I had for the last year when I was trying to do it on my own. So,
Wow, that is a huge progress. Very impressive. Very impressive. So I think you're gonna have like a bright future with your SVG business. So what are your goals for the future?
so for me, I was looking for a side hustle, but I kind of really would like for this to be a significant part of my income.
Hmm.
It's a creative outlet that I've been needing for a long time, and I'm finding that I'm, you know, pretty decent at it. So that's encouraging. So I would love to be able to bring in, a couple thousand a month from my sales, from my
And I
design.
totally see you doing it with your dedication and your beautiful designs.
Awesome.
So, what are you planning for the next month, upcoming month? What kind of designs are you planning to make?
Well, I've kind of fallen in love with doing the 3D shadow box type
Mhm.
designs.
Mhm.
So I'm working on one with some little gnomes right now for Christmas, and um, I also really enjoy. I go onto Instagram and see a lot of the 3D cake toppers,
Mhm.
which are I love those, and so that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now are 3D designs. And I keep a little notebook next to me, like at all times. Whenever I have an idea, I just write it down in the notebook.
Mhm.
So I have um, some funny sayings that I want to, this kind of sounds silly, I guess, but I want to make sarcastic sayings that look pretty on a t-shirt. I kind of gave one to my mom. It says, I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. But I made it look real pretty because that's something that she says all the time. I'm fine, even if she's not. So I would like to put some bundles together like that.
That's
And
a
one of
good
my
idea.
goals this month is to see if I can get on design bundles. Um,
Yep,
on
totally.
the,
You should do that because there's lots of opportunity over there on their website. So tell us, what is your design? I mean, at what time do you design your files? Is it like, how do you take out the time in a day to design your files along with your full-time job?
So being a freelancer, I kind of work 7 days a week. I mean, when projects come in for my voiceover that have deadlines, I kind of have to hop on those whenever. So I do have a lot of flexibility in my schedule. So I design whenever I have downtime, or sometimes if I'm, just really into a design, I'll go all night long. I kind of did that the other night. So
I swear I do that too. Until my husband comes in, drags me out of the room.
exactly.
It's time to sleep.
Right.
So yeah, that totally happens, and that will happen.
Yeah. Like
It's
one of the
kind of
people in our group
like,
said, like, I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up in the morning thinking about the designs, and
yep.
as soon as I can get to the computer and start playing around with it, that's what I do.
Yep, it's so fun. It's just so fun once you know what you're doing and how to execute it. You just want to design like crazy. Design
Absolutely.
steroids. So, final question. Would you recommend this program to others? Why not?
Absolutely. For me, the small investment was not only worth it, but totally necessary. I wanted to learn from a successful designer, and what I so appreciate about your program is you're, like I said before, you're available, you're visible, you're constantly updating content, so you're staying with the trends. This is not like a program that was put out several years ago and isn't, relevant anymore. It's very relevant to designs and trends and stuff that are going on right now in the market, which was really important to me. And it's easier. I mean, when you are following guidelines and you're being told, do this because this is successful, don't do this because this is going to cost you, this is a mistake that you want to avoid, that just, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I would much rather invest the time and effort up front to follow the program, so that when I'm ready to put my designs online, I know what I'm doing and I have that confidence and I can be successful with it.
All right, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I'm gonna cry now.
Oh,
That's really beautiful. Thank you so much. And everybody follow Luna Lagoon, the Susan from Luna Lagoon. And she has beautiful designs. I will share her designs once more, and go and check out her shop. She's just released some 3D SVG designs. Go and check that out. It's super easy to create and cut on your Cricut. So do have a look. Thank you so much, Susan, for joining us today. And I'll see you in the group.
awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. And it's night here, so good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lastly, if you're looking for a way to make extra 10K in your sleep so you can cut down your hours to spend more time with your kids, sign up for my free masterclass via the link in description. Bye-bye.